Oh my goodness, guys, look at this street food. This is so yummy. Unfortunately, we just ate before coming. What's that? Hello guys, and thank you very much for tuning in today. Thank you very much. As you all know, I am Gloria A. It feels good to be back in the United States of America. Morica. So guys, I'm so excited to be back home. I am so jet lagged, guys. Like, I've been sleeping for the past 3 days and I haven't been productive. I'm just getting my body's getting itself used to the normal system now. So I'm grateful for that. And as I promised in the video, my Benji experience video, I said I was going to be posting more videos on my experience in different cities as I go. So since now I'm in the United States, I'm just going to go ahead and post all these videos as time permits me. So I asked for some feedback from people, and you all said I should keep the video short and sweet. So I'm going to do that in order to keep you all subscribed, keep you all notified, and just keep your attention. So guys, I will be doing this video today will be on my experience in the city of Xi'an. So I spent only 2 days in Xi'an, so I'm going to be incorporating my experience in Chengdu as well. So those two were like short trips. So I'm just gonna put those two together and be short and brief as possible. As you guys can see, I am wearing my Jadeite. So I got this from the city of, I got this from Xi'an, but I learned about this in Beijing. So this is Jadeite. Jadeite is just like the diamonds for the Chinese people. So if you're engaged to somebody, a lady, I'm talking about a lady now, if you're engaged to your fiancé, to be wedded, your mother-in-law gives you a bracelet or a bangle made of Jadeite. That's a token of love to you, welcoming you into the family. Sometimes these Jadeites are actually passed on. Your mother-in-law might have gotten that from our own mother-in-law, so it's usually passed down, or sometimes they just purchase a new one for you. So I thought that was a really interesting, really nice, and just to know that your mother-in-law loves you, just to give you that, because Jadeites are expensive. And if you want to know, the more darker the color is, once you see the green, the more expensive they are. And guys, since this is really important for the Chinese people, you know, of course, when there's a good thing, people always try to make counterfeits of good things. So there are counterfeits of Jadeite everywhere. So you need to be careful and you need to be vigilant. We're taught on how to distinguish between a counterfeit and a real Jadeite. So you hold the gem, the Jadeite, you hold it to the light. If you can see clear, like if you see clearly through the gem, then it's definitely original. And if you feel like if the gem is broken into two, you would see the pattern, it is original. But if you see a gem to the light and all you see is colors and weird things going on, my brother, that is fake. So if you feel that's too much of a hassle to do, just pick the gem, the Jadeite, and scratch it on a glass surface. If you touch the Jadeite and it's smooth, that is real. But if you touch it after scratching and it's rough, that is counterfeit. So guys, that was interesting to know, and I'm glad I learned that before going to the market to purchase this. So Xi'an, my experience in Xi'an was quite short and interesting. So our first day, so we left Beijing around 5:30ish and got to Xi'an around 11:30ish, which was late at night already. So we just freshened up and we all just went to bed. So the following morning, we're taken to this temple where were always in this temple. Like, the temple was for the monks, but it's no longer, because it's no longer called a temple because the monks are no longer there. But guys, when we got there, it was really pretty. The place was pretty nice. It felt so peaceful. I think zen is the right word to use. It felt so zen. So it was nice, calm, beautiful trees. The birds there, they felt so free. It was really nice, and I really enjoyed that part of it. So after we left the temple, then we went to the Muslim street or the Muslim quarter, which is a really long street of different people selling their merchandise. We have people selling food, street food, guys. The street food, I wanted so bad to try the street foods, guys, but I didn't have enough time, so I played it safe. I tried this peanut mixed with caramel. I don't know if it's caramel, if it's honey, and sesame seeds. It was really good, guys. Like, they literally did that in front of you, and that was really nice. I'm gonna actually put a video or a short clip or a picture of it up there somewhere, because my videographer VJ did a good job helping me film that out, so I'm gonna try to put that in this video. So thank you, brother from another mother. So after we were in the Muslim quarter for a little bit, because it's a long market, so you get to buy things, which is where I purchased my Jedites. But I got mine from it wasn't a departmental store, but it was a commercial. It was a huge store where they accepted card, because not everywhere accepts card in Xi'an. And in the Muslim street, majority of people there collects cash, so you have to have your yuan with you. So after we were done with the Muslim street, like, we walked through the Muslim street, but guys, if you're walking through the Muslim street, you have to be vigilant, because they have people who pickpocket, like professional pickpockets. They would steal your phone, steal your whatever if you're not vigilant. So if you have a backpack, you want to put your backpack right in front of you. Don't put your phones in your back pocket. Don't have your wallet in your back pocket. Make sure you're holding your things, and make sure you're looking left and right. You don't want to lose your assets. So yeah, so you have to be vigilant about that. But we didn't have any issue, because we were told before walking in, we were like, the guard was like, guys, I repeat, make sure you have all your important gadgets close to you, your money, hold it close and everything. So we were directed towards the Muslim quarter, which is like the Great Mosque there in the Muslim street. If you plan on doing this, make sure you're covered, ladies. I had one of my colleagues who was almost like, she had to go get a scarf to cover herself, but before she even purchased the scarf, the guard at the gate was so gracious to give her something to cover herself with, so she could go in. So it's a holy place for people to worship and pray, so you want to respect that. We went last month, which was the month of May, so it was still the period of Ramadan. People were fasting and praying, so we couldn't go inside the mosque, but we were told some issue. I think even if we're doing our fasting, if you're not going in to pray, you shouldn't be there. I think that's how it works. But yeah, so that we're told about the mosque, the history and everything, which was really interesting. And after that was done, we went back to the hotel because some people just wanted to relax, and me and my other friends, since we had just limited time in Xi'an, we wanted to see Xi'an. So I got to experience my first subway ride, guys. That was really interesting. That was fun for me, because I live in Florida. I don't get to do things like this that often. So going to the subway for the first time was really exciting. Dude, a lot of feelings going on. So it was a lot of people, guys. Since you know China is overpopulated, the public transportation is really reliable, which is really great to help reduce the traffic for people who have cars and who are taking the public bus. So I thought that was really great. And guys, make sure you hold something in the train. I'm sure you guys already, you've been, you're not like me, it's my first time going on taking the subway or whatever, but it was a fun ride for me. So we took the subway to this water show. Apparently it's the place to be on a Friday night in Xi'an. So it was really nice, guys. It was like an amusement park, but in the mall, like outside in front of, I think it was in front of the mall. It was like a long walk for different things. You had people singing, you had, it was something, yeah. It was like a fairground. Yeah, I think that's the better word. It was like a fairground where they had different, well, I didn't see any rides, but they had food, they had music. It was so beautiful. The lights was, wow, it was so nice. And I took some pictures, and I'm going to be posting some of them on there so you guys can see how much fun we had. So that was interesting for me. Guys, I'm checking my notes. So the following day in Xi'an, we went to this place, guys. It's where okay, so if you guys watch a lot of Chinese movies, which I do, yeah, I did, because I don't watch TV as much anymore. So you would know this, that you would see this, you would realize that they show sometimes this underground statues. You see a bunch of them, thousands of underground statues. They are called the terracotta warriors, and these are statues of warriors which was made by craftsmen for the emperor. And the reasoning behind all this is that the emperor wants to have his soldiers and his warriors with him in the underworld when he dies. Guys, that type of thinking is really deep. Like, when I was like, wow, I was like, whoa. So the whole idea was to make sure he had his man when he dies. So yeah, that was interesting. So, and if you see this statue, like, guys, really something to see. It was a sight to see, guys. And you know, with archaeologists, they break the whole, if they're going to examine a place, they break the place in squares, divide the place in squares so they can work in sections. And when they discover something, they're able to say, okay, we've discovered this here, we found this here. And guys, they're not even done. Like, you would see the picture, they're not done uncovering what's under the earth in that arena. And the terracotta warrior was actually discovered by a farmer who was trying to dig a well. So the man was just trying to dig well for water, and they discovered all this. So that was fascinating. And the details to the structures, to these statues, is second to none, guys. The details were something, but you could tell the difference. So the fact that the emperor had requested this to be done, requested the statues to be done within a certain period, because it took years to actually get all the statues done. They didn't have enough men, they didn't have enough craftsmen to actually make them, so they required the help of other men who were not necessarily skilled in crafting things. So you could tell the difference between the statue made by a craftsman and a statue made by just someone who came to lend a hand. So that was different. That was really something to see, guys. Like, you would see the archers, you could tell this is an archer, and they had different hairstyles. With the hairstyle, you could tell the general, you could tell different people. I found that really fascinating and really enlightening to know. So yeah, that was our experience. Like, it was so real for me when it was so real for me, guys. I had no battery. It was so real for me when I saw that myself, because I've always seen that on TV. You know, when you just have that feeling of, wow, I've always seen this on TV, and now I'm here actually witnessing this in person. That kind of feeling is second to none. So yeah, I enjoyed that aspect of it. So that was that with Xi'an. So on to the next city, which is the city of Chengdu. Chengdu is like one of my best cities. Like, the food was on point, the hotel was on point, everything was on point. Like, I really enjoyed my time in Chengdu. Chengdu is known for its spicy food, and some of the food that, my God, the tour guide was like, oh, we're going to make you guys try some spicy delicacy, guys. They don't know that I'm African like that. Although it was spicy, you could feel the heat kicking after you've eaten it, but it wasn't as hot as hatarodo jumbo. And if you don't know what that is, I'm talking about scotch bonnet and habanero pepper. So it wasn't a dragon pepper, so it wasn't as hot. Or maybe I just have a better tolerance for spice than compared to my colleagues, which I would assume so, you know. But yeah, that was interesting. We tried different, every food we ate in Chengdu was on point. So in Chengdu, we were also taken to the streets, the shopping streets for tourists. Very beautiful. The lights in Chengdu, so nice. And the night, you see the red light, everything was pretty, was nice. I love Chengdu. And Chengdu is not as populated as Xi'an and Beijing. I think Chengdu had just 10 million people. You only have 10 million people in Chengdu, while in Beijing and Xi'an, I think you have between 13 million to 14 million people. So that was really a great experience for me. And Chengdu is known for panda. So I got to see panda for the first time, guys. I saw pandas, and yes, they are indeed clumsy in real life as they are on TV. They are clumsy and they're funny. Well, I found them funny. Well, yeah, because all they do, guys, is just eat, sleep, and poop. Repeat in that order. So we were when we got to the park, we waited for them to come because our tour guide wanted us to see them eat their breakfast, which was really nice. They eat bamboo shoots, and the way they eat it like we eat sugar cane. Like they try to peel the back of the bamboo, and yeah, they just peel it some type of way and just eat the whatever the shoots. It was really exciting to see. So that was cute. And we saw the other type of panda, which looked like a raccoon. At first I didn't even know it was a panda, because I was like, oh, that's a raccoon. Then the talker was like, oh, that's a different type of panda, the red panda. So that was nice to see. And we also we got the opportunity to go into the research section of the place. I can't remember the name of the park we went to. I'm going to look for it and just have it typed out. So we went into the research place and saw the birthing of the panda and how the panda can give birth to 2 children, but the panda can only care for 1 child at a time. So they had the system in Chengdu whereby they try to, like, in order to make sure the 2 kids get the 2 baby pandas, I don't know what a baby panda is called, a cub, get the attention of the mother. They have a way of just swapping the children, swapping the babies. So in a way that the mother panda is unaware that the baby has been swapped. So both babies get to share the mother comfort and the mother breast and the breast milk and everything from the mother. So I thought that was really interesting. It was really nice. And guys, and they said sometimes when a panda gives birth, sometimes they're not welcoming, so they don't welcome their baby. Like some of them just give birth and they push the baby away. They don't want to have anything with the baby. But this panda in which we saw has actually had a lot of miscarriage, and this was like the first time that she was able to like give birth, give birth full-term baby, and she had 2. So she actually wanted to care for her baby, so it took a lot of effort to swap the babies, and I found that to be really interesting. Motherly love, you see, mother instinct, mother love. So yeah, that's basically all we did in Chengdu. And we went to the giant Buddha. My god, guys, the steps were so steep, like climbing was so hard, was so difficult. I thought the Great Wall of China was difficult. This was also difficult because only one person could pass through. Like, it was so narrow, only one person could climb the stairs. So we went up, we went up to the edge, and we also went down to the feet of the giant Buddha. I'm going to put pictures on there. I don't remember or recall taking pictures with the head or I know we took pictures. I'm just going to post those pictures out. Just put them in, slide them in, put them in, slide them in, so you see. So yeah, that was my experience in Xi'an in Chengdu. It was a delightful experience. I loved every bit of it, and I really encourage, if you have the chance, if you have the opportunity to go, do visit Chengdu, visit Xi'an. The hotel in Chengdu was so nice. Like, compare, and I feel like my experience throughout the trip, the hotel they were getting better. The worst was the Beijing, which was the first experience. My second experience was in Xi'an, which was better than Beijing, and Chengdu's experience was better than Xi'an. So I like that motion. And the next video will be on my experience in Shanghai and Tokyo, because my experience in Tokyo was so short, and Shanghai as well. So I'm gonna just put those two together and we'll kick it off from there. Alrighty, so thank you guys for sticking with me till the end. I love you guys. If this is your first time, if you missed it the first time I said it, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button so I know you're there, and say something. Wave to me in the comment section, say hi. I respond. I want to know you as you get to know me better. Already, do have a wonderful day, wonderful week, whatever time you're watching me, a wonderful time. So thank you for sticking with me. I love you guys. Till next time, I'll be back with so much fun, so much goodies, and so much information. Bye-bye.